Welcome to Occasionally Push, where we enjoy life, laughs, and shenanigans. I'm your girl, Chassie B.
And I'm Sunshine, and I'm sorry. Welcome.
I don't feel appreciated.
I'm sorry you had to endure that. Please don't delete us. But welcome to our podcast. Thanks for tuning in to another episode this week, and we hope that you have been enjoying it. Again, share. And for our first segment, we're going to do foreplay, chastity. Excuse me, chastity.
All right. Okay. So, would you rather go back in time and meet your great-grandparents or live a little bit longer and be able to meet your great-grandkids?
Ooh. Probably meet my great-grandkids, because I'm going to hopefully meet my grandparents one day anyway. So, yeah. Plus, I've already spent time with them. You know, you ain't spent time with the kids that ain't here yet. So, right. Just makes more sense.
This is true. This is true. Yeah, I think I want to see them great-grandkids because I want to make sure that they is driving my kids just as crazy as my kids drove me crazy.
And trust me, they will. Cause I was just telling, we had a virtual baby shower today for someone at work, and I was just telling her, be on the lookout. Everything you did to get on your mama nerves gonna come back to you 10 times. So when you used to be like, "Mama tripping," yeah, one day you're gonna be like, "Mama was right."
Mama won't trip. Mama won't tripping at all. I done apologized to mama and daddy so many times and like take the curse off of me. Like, right. What else do you want me to do? What do you want?
Right.
I don't get it.
I know, I'm scared. One of the worst things that I had ever did, I was kind of trifling when I was a teenager because I thought mama was just tripping and too hard on me. Well, she was really hard on me, but I understand it now why. But one of the worst things I did was when I was about 16 or 17, I either had just got my license or had been driving for a while. And I decided that I didn't want to deal with her no more. So I decided I was going to move to my daddy's, but I didn't tell her. I just got her car and said I was going to go for a ride and packed my stuff up in it and was moving over there to my daddy's house. And my young self was so dumb that I should have put two and two together. My grandma lived in the same trailer park as him. So she seen me doing it and she called my mom, and my mama came over there and snatched new keys and threw my stuff out on the ground. And at the moment I was like, oh, she'll be all right. But, you know, after we had reconciled and I had to move back in with her because then me and stepmom were getting along. So I guess eventually I had to realize the problem was me. But after I moved back, she was like, I know it seemed like you think I was really mad, but I really was hurt. Like, number one, you weren't going to tell me you were going to move. Number two, you used my car to move without asking. So I'm like, one day Ethan going to do something so bad. Like that hurt me to my core because it's going to be what I deserve. And I ain't ready.
I don't want to talk about it. We got two boys and we already know it's gonna be trouble.
I know Ethan already knew in his mind that he pretty with pretty eyes. So I got nice eyes and he be already batting them at his teachers and stuff. I'm like, when he get a girlfriend, I'm gonna have to need some prayer. You hear me? Or some spirit. Prayer or some spirit. When you want a mother.
I feel sorry for anybody that's going to get a hold of that little one of mine, little Biscuit, because I feel like he wants a whole bunch of kids.
Oh,
He's going to have about 76 grandkids.
Oh, God.
76 grandmamas.
Don't do it, Biscuit. Please, either get with a real serious girlfriend or get married first before you start having these babies.
He gonna
Don't
have a
be
whole bunch of babies.
don't be having them spread across the continent.
People gonna come be like, he's my baby daddy. I'm like, you know what? It's possible. It's
Yeah.
possible. I'm not even.
I need I need Dana.
He loves kids. He wants me to get everybody kids.
Maybe he'll turn out to just be someone who wants to adopt kids versus just having a whole bunch of them. He's really caring that if you break through all that, whatever that is in the front of it.
Don't come for my baby.
But he really has a really caring heart.
He does.
Maybe he'll do something with that either work with kids or, want to adopt kids or, something. Be a foster parent, no. Yeah, try to go ahead and try to shape them into that way. That's like me. I'm already shaping mine. You put me in a nursing home, I'm gonna hunt you down. You hear me? I'm gonna hunt you down. I'ma never speak to you again. You ain't even gonna have to come visit. You feel like, Mommy, I won't do it. I promise.
I'm be like, just put on in the rest on.
I'm like, put me in pace. They will help you out. Make sure you get a wife that's gonna love me. You hear me?
I'm like, put that sunbread. She'll be all right.
You almost made me cuss. All right, my question is, and this one is for you. Would you rather have free Wi-Fi wherever you go or have free coffee where and whenever you want? Lord, I can't talk. So free Wi-Fi or free coffee anywhere and everywhere. Which one?
My phone service is pretty good. Everywhere.
She say that now.
I'm gonna go with the coffee.
Next week she gonna be complaining about I need to change services. They get a little some coffee, okay? She gonna make it a reason, an excuse. And to have it wherever and whenever, she gonna be having a coffee machine installed in her car.
Child. That's a good idea.
I'm sure it's already done somewhere.
I look that up. Smart.
Hey, plug it up in the cigarette thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even talk. I ain't a smoker, but whatever the little cigarette thing. Do they even have those in cars anymore? Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm not a smoker, so I don't know. I guess it had to be you. So. I guess it had to be battery operated or USB. Maybe they can make it where you can charge it up.
You know what? But I got one of those things, the little thingamajigger that you use for that.
Right, but the little thing don't come with it, right? Those things was dangerous. You know how many times I burnt stuff when Grandpa was in the store and I was in the car waiting on him? I think one time I actually burnt his seat. And they didn't play about their cars back then, honey. They had them nice leather seats and them long bucket cars. Yeah, he wasn't that happy with me. Yeah. But me, I'll take the free Wi-Fi. I can't have but decaf coffee right now anyway, so it won't hurt me.
You're just thinking about the now. Think about forever.
I mean, I love coffee, don't get me wrong, but I'm on my phone way more than I am drinking coffee. And in town and stuff, I don't have no issue, but every now and then you get to some place in the cut, it ain't got a service for nothing. Or you go into some building that for some reason it just repels the signal away from
you. This is true. This is very true.
So yeah, I'd rather have my Wi-Fi. Okay. All right, so for our topic segment, aka what's happening, what's up? What's happening? What's up? First, we're gonna talk about Kevin Samuels. So I don't know if y'all heard this week, but I've never heard of Kevin Samuels in my life till this week. Somehow he popped up in my little search engine. But he has a podcast, and I think he may be a therapist too, because he was telling people to make appointments with him. But he was super interesting. All right, so I'm going to play a little bit of this clip so y'all can see what we're working with here.
But I'm not hearing this rooted to anything. But what do you want ultimately? Do you want to be married, children, what?
Yes, I want to be married.
Do you want any children?
Yes.
How many?
I have a son now, so.
Okay. How old is your son?
He's 13.
Where's the father?
He's not in his life.
I didn't ask that. I said, where's the father?
Well, he's not like in it like I would like him to be.
All right, so let me go ahead and take this down, ma'am. Men who make the kind of money you're talking about have options, and typically they don't want to deal with women who have 13-year-old sons who are used to dating men. This doesn't sound appealing to the kind of man you're talking about. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I was thinking once I start booking session with you that
I can't change men.
I know, but I can approve myself, and I feel like I have a lot to offer to those type of men.
Okay, but see, you should have stopped right there. I just told you I cannot change men, and you said once I book a session with you, I'm not a miracle worker. I'm telling you what they want, and you're still saying, yeah, but I want them. They don't want you.
But I have been working on myself this year and booking your...
Okay, ma'am, but 35, 13-year-old son with a sketchy father. Why would a man who's in the top 10% of earners who women across the country want that?
Because I have a lot to offer. I feel like...
Would you want your son to, if you had a son making that kind of money, would you want him to bring home a woman who had a 13-year-old son from a sketchy father? Or would you prefer him to get a woman who had no children, was younger, and easier to get on his program?
Depending on his age.
See what I mean? See what I mean? This goes so deep for Black women. They will even... should have been an easy question. No, I would not want my son to bring... I want the best for my son. That should have been the appropriate answer. That's why I sat up. That is bullshit.
I can't.
You should want the best for your son.
I can't. So just a little bit of the background. Me and Chastity on different sides for this story, so it's gonna be interesting. But just a little bit of background. This lady's name is Jessica Gardner. She's from North Carolina. She actually makes 6 figures herself. She owns her own business. It's like a dog grooming or whatever business where he kind of downplays. But do he know how much people care about their dogs who actually take their dog to a groomer? People who don't care don't really care about that. But anyway. So she was just calling. He was already upset with her because the segment today was about something else, or that day was about something else. But she called and she was so happy to get on with him because she's such a fan of his. That she was just like, he was, first of all, he was like, why are you calling for advice today? That's not what you already disrespected me. Like, he already had an attitude from the gate. Right. Just to be real. So then she just goes on to say, I want some advice about my dating life, and I really want to. I've tried to date men in the past who didn't make as much as me, but she didn't really make it clear as to why it didn't work. But the feeling that I had got from it is that maybe they wanted just her for her money, or they wanted to try to tell her what she's supposed to do with her business or something like that, so on and so forth. Which we understand. I mean, if you get somebody making 20 or 30,000 and you making 100,000. Not saying you can't find nobody who would be all right, but usually gender-wise it's the other way around. If a man doing it, most of the time, if it's a real man, he's going to feel insecure. He's not going to go for you. He's not going to start asking you questions about your business. Okay. So anyway, she was asking for dating advice, and then he just went on to tell her that men that make 6 figures is not going to want her. Because she has too much baggage, pretty much. He says it way ruder than this, but she has too much baggage. That she need to come to reality because she's not going to find what she's looking for. And then went on to ask her from a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate yourself? But then he had the nerve to say, but I'm gonna take out 7. You can't say 7, which I don't understand.
Because
so she
that's
said,
what most people say.
Anywho, because she said, well, when I wake up in the morning, I feel like a 5. After I put myself together, I feel like a 6, which ain't that much different. But then he tried to play her like, nah, you got all that makeup on. If you really looked as good as you did, then you wouldn't have need all that, blase, blase. So I think he was just uncalled for. But some of the things he said was that he stated that black women don't do the right way with black men. The audacity. Then she made a comment to say, well, most older men my age, because she's 35, most older men my age is 35 or 45 and 50, whatever in that range, is not going to want a younger woman. They're going to want somebody on their level that's more mature. Or she may have said something along the lines of, if a younger woman is with him, then I don't remember exactly, but he was pretty much saying, nah, I don't have no problem with getting young women. I can't beat them off with a stick, which I don't believe that either.
Maybe younger men.
Yeah, right. So he was telling her that men with money have options and don't want a 35-year-old single woman. Then let's see, did I miss anything?
I think you hit everything that he said.
Right. So my problem is, first of all, there are rich, average-looking men out there, but he didn't even bring that out. He just pretty much said people with money ain't gonna want you because you average. Did that make sense to you? So every man that's rich got good looks.
No,
because they don't.
A lot of them don't. I even read a study that they didn't even have, most of the people that made 6 figures or more was 6 inches or less.
But then, yeah. And then the other thing that I didn't understand is that she had a 13-year-old, which means she must have made him, did some young, which I think she mentioned there that I was young and dumb. That's what black women always want to use that excuse of being young and dumb. Everybody's been young and dumb. Like, right. You can't down her for that. I had a child when I was 20-something. So I learned if she have a 13-year-old and that's all she had, she obviously slipped up and said, oh, okay, I need to get myself together. Now, if she had 5 kids or something like that, then I might understand it. Ain't nobody gonna want no loose leg woman. That'd be different.
The ones that get wifed up.
Right. And then just downplayed everything that she said. She didn't even acknowledge. He downgraded her job that she had or her business that she had like it wasn't nothing. Didn't even mention the fact that she made 6 figures herself. So why wouldn't she want somebody that we call in the Bible that equally yoked? Like, and she ain't even ugly. I thought she was a pretty woman.
I thought she was pretty too. So,
and like I said, I ain't never met no man who said that I had one child and said, oh, I ain't gonna talk to you because you got a child.
Right.
So anyway, he was wrong. I don't care what nobody say. He wrong and he rude. And then got the nerve to have down there in the comments to donate some money to him. I wish I would. Go ahead.
I like him. Look, I ain't gonna say that he was right because he was rude as hell.
That part.
But I think that, okay, so I've never really listened to him. That clip was the only clip that I've ever listened to of him. I was gonna listen to some other clips, but I got kind of busy this week and wasn't able to. But for her to be a fan, I'm pretty sure this is not the first time that he done said something to somebody on that same level.
Right.
So this is why I like him, is because I feel like she called up there thinking that she was better than everybody else that he done said the exact same thing to. That's why I like him. Well, I'm not going to say like him. That's kind of like, I just feel like she thought that because she made 6 figures and because she does her daddy makes 6 figures and all that kind of stuff. So in her mind, she was better than everybody else that he done gave advice to and them probably said the exact same thing. I'm pretty sure that's not the first time that he done said that stuff to somebody, but she probably thought that it was funny whenever he said it to somebody that made $36,000. But because she makes $100,000, she thought that it was going to be different. So that's why I was like, I kind of like him, because that right there is just the vibe that I got from her. I think that she thought that she was going to be different.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense, but everything he said still was wrong.
Yeah, I mean, he said some
And
pretty
it's
messed up
so,
stuff.
and it's a lot of people was like, yeah, you right. I'm glad you said it. Like, and calling her ugly and calling her names and all kinds of stuff. I just
Okay,
don't
see,
understand why I just went doing research like how people felt about it, and a lot of people are on his side, which makes
well, I
me
mean, I think that
mad.
he was wrong. I do think that his everything that he said was wrong. And if he is a psychiatrist, psychologist,
Whatever
whatever
he is,
he
right?
is, he kept saying book a session. I don't feel like that right there is the type of energy that you need to give out to the community
Mm-mm,
if you're trying to help them. So
mm-mm.
in that sense, I didn't agree with him. I was just a little annoyed with her. But I don't think that she was ugly, and I don't think that what he said was right. But I think that she thought that she was better than everybody else that he done told that same advice to.
Yeah, I need to look. I need to look at some more of them. I did kind of clip on. I did kind of click on one of them, but I didn't watch it because I had ears around. Because all I heard was, "How long is your?" He was talking to a dude asking him how long his was. Is it? I think he said, "Is it 6 inches or longer?" And dude was like, I don't know." He said, "If you don't know, it ain't." Like, dang. So yeah, he a little rough. But I don't see how legally he might be talking like that on the podcast or whatnot, but I don't think legally he could do that in session.
I don't think he can. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to ask somebody who do it. I need you to ask old girl from the other podcast. I don't know if you could talk to nobody legally like that in no session and be no
Yeah,
professional.
I don't think you can. Um,
And if he ain't, then what if somebody booked you on all that mess you doing on that podcast and then get in the chair and you nice?
right,
That's false
right,
advertisement.
exactly. Because they probably, you know how like some people want like that unfiltered truth, and then some people
Mm-hmm.
want watered down truth, and somebody
Right.
might book him based off of that unfiltered truth, and then he gives them that watered down truth, and then they like,
Right. Because most of the time, if you, I mean, in my experience, if you go to therapy, they guide you on the right way or the
mm-hmm,
right avenue to go down. They might give you some like advice on some tips or tricks or whatever the case may be. But they ain't just gonna flat out be like, girl, like, you know what I'm saying? Like in my experience, they don't do that.
right. Girl, you a whole hoe out here in these streets.
Right. What you think was gonna happen? They don't do that. So I don't like him. I think he rude, and these people are just making him bigger than he need to be. You go sit
I
down.
think that he
He need to
is.
be on the other side and let somebody talk to his old ugly flamboyant self like that.
I
Talking about
think
he beat him off with a stick. Boy, bye.
he probably meant girls, but you know.
He beat the girls off with a stick. He ain't beating nothing. Beating that meat. Oh, sorry.
He,
I'm like, edit cut. Oh.
rewind, keep it.
But yeah, I ain't like it. I think it was yeah. I wouldn't want no advice from him. I tell you that.
I mean, me either. I wouldn't.
I want people to have unfiltered because I feel like me and you are pretty unfiltered when we talk to each other. But I don't talk to you like that.
Right.
If I did that, me and you be fighting.
Child, I'm like, bitch. I'm sorry.
She be like, I know where you live. I'm on the way.
Like, meet me outside in the street. Yeah, I do think that he was overboard. But I think that he's funny, and I kind of want to go back and look at
That's why he popular right there. That's why. Right there.
But I think it's like that ignorant, stupid, like type of laugh, like just to listen to him and be like, did he really just say that?
Yeah.
And kind of like giggle at that, but I wouldn't take anything he say with a grain of salt.
I feel like you can be, if he was rude, but being true, I don't know if truthful is the word, but if he was rude and being right, then I could be like, yeah, he rude, but he right.
Right.
But some of that stuff he was saying was not right.
Right.
So in my opinion, it takes away from it. You know what I'm saying? It was just his opinion at the end of the day.
He don't know what a man wants in a woman. He only knows what a man wants in a man.
You know what? So for the next segment, she's trying to start something. But he gonna be on there talking about us. Keep on.
I'll be like, you know what? That's right. What he said is true.
I take it back. I retract.
I don't.
Oh man! So for the next story, Chastity brought this up, but it's an old news clipping of tips to look after your husband. So I thought it was kind of funny. Let me share.
It was from the 1950s.
Can you see it again?
Yeah, I got my contacts in.
So I'm not gonna read everything. I'm just gonna read the title. Okay. So tip number 1, have dinner ready. Tip number 2, prepare yourself. I might need to read some of it. Tip number 3, clear away the clutter. 4, prepare the children. 5, minimize all noises. 6 is some don'ts, which I go over. 7, make him comfortable. 8, listen to him. 9, make the evening his. And 10, the goal. So just to cover a little bit of it, have dinner ready. You know, I understand that to an extent. Sometimes I'm going to have it ready. Sometimes I ain't, because I work too. I'm sure when they did this, women didn't work. But prepare yourself. Take 15 minutes to rest so you will be refreshed when he arrives. So after you done all that hard work, you're going to refresh, not for you, but for him. Okay. And then it goes in to say, you know, you need to be a little more happy and don't come when he come in the door, don't be with no negativity, so on and so forth. Oh, okay. Clear away clutter. It pretty much says before he get there, make sure you go around the house and make sure the toys is put up and the stuff from homework is not out and the house is real nice and clean and dust and all that stuff. Yeah, right. If I'm gonna clean, it's gonna be because I'm already cleaning, and I ain't gonna make no extra rain.
Right.
Prepare the children. It says make sure you wash them up. Pretty much wash their hands and face, make them presentable. Comb their hair, change their clothes if you need to, and tell them to be excited about daddy coming home.
For more clothes for you to wash.
Right. I wish I
would.
Minimize the noises. At the time of his arrival, eliminate all noises of the washer and the dryer and the dishwasher. And make sure the children are quiet. Make sure you're not vacuuming and just greet them with a smile.
Oh my God, that's about you. Like,
make him comfortable. Have him lean back in a comfortable chair. Suggest he go lay down in the bed and have a cool, warm drink ready for him. Arrange his pillows. Offer him to take off his shoes. And speak in a low, soft, soothing tone. Girl, bye.
You want some of this melatonin?
Listen to him, you know, like I said, don't go to him with negativity and just listen to how his day was. Your day don't matter though. Never complain that he doesn't take you out to dinner or it's for entertainment. Instead, try to understand his world of strain and pressure. He needs to come home to relax. And the goal, try to make your home a place of peace and order where your husband can renew himself in body and spirit. Chastity.
Isn't that just a bunch of bullshit?
And you know what's sad is some men feel like they should still get this.
Right. I think that right there is the thing that gets me, because whenever I originally saw the post, it was on one of my friends' Facebook page. And so I was going through the comments just to read to see what people thought, because I was pretty sure that most people thought that this was kind of crazy, and they will understand that back in the 1950s, I think it was like less than 30 or right at 30% of women even worked outside of the home. And that was a different time,
right?
A different environment.
Right.
Now, women make up 50% of the work industry. Like they get up and they go to work, they do the exact same thing that men do. So I was kind of boggled whenever I saw so many men like, can't find nobody like that no more and blah, blah, and all this kind of stuff. But I'm like, ain't none of y'all doing any of that stuff. Like I can't stay at home all day and you provide for the family enough that we don't have to struggle. Like
Right.
it's hard. It's hard to have a two family income home. So
Right.
imagine having a one family income home in this day and age. But then to have a two family and the woman is going out there working, doing the exact same thing that you're doing, and then coming home and you expect her to do all of that? And you're not doing nothing? I'm supposed to be your piece. Be my piece.
Right.
Let's be each other's piece. Like it should like now I think people should have been like we, like not she, but we need to do
Right.
this.
Right.
She, not her.
And the whole thing about him, like making sure, pretty much is trying to tell you to make sure that whole house is clean before he get home, which is not feasible when you don't work all day, ain't got the keys, and make sure dinner is ready, and did homework, and whatever you had to do by the time you get into the dishes, usually is when he gets home. So it's just ridiculous. And I think I said it was a newspaper article, but it actually came out of a home economics book. So they was teaching this in school.
What? I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, it says it at the top. It says, I thought it was a newspaper article, but it says extract from 1950 home economics book.
Wow.
So they literally was teaching these women to do this, probably in high school before they got out there in the world.
They probably was teaching them in like kindergarten.
You know what? Pretty sure you took home economics in high school. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I was just boggled by the audacity of just everywhere. Like I said, when women didn't work and stayed at home and had time to take care of the kids and stuff, but even then you didn't have the kids. I mean, unless all your kids is in school, you done had the kids all day.
Right.
That's a job. I don't care what nobody say.
That's a job by itself.
I feel like I'm working two jobs right now.
You imagine, like back then, that right there was like the norm for the woman to be at home and all that kind of stuff. So you probably had like a strategy on getting the kids up at a certain time, doing this at a certain time, you doing this at this time, like a set schedule.
Right.
It's hard to do that now. Like even on the weekends, whenever I'm off, I'm so exhausted from the week.
Right.
Mentally, not even physically, mentally, I'm exhausted. And I'm just like, I don't feel like doing anything. Like I just want to lay in this bed and relax.
Right. That's why I tell my husband sometimes, like he's a person that don't like to lay around in the bed. And I'm one of the people that's like, if I got an opportunity where I can go in there and lay and I ain't got to hear mama or questions or games or yelling or TV or the Wiggles, that is the best feeling in the world. Like I just want to lay and not think. Okay, I don't want to think for a minute.
Right. I think that a lot of men don't realize, like they get up and work. Even like the good fathers, the fathers that are real active in their kids' life. I don't think that they realize the amount of work that a woman puts in to being a parent, as well as being a wife, girlfriend, spouse, whatever you want to call it. Like you get up in the morning, you have to get yourself ready. You have to get the kids ready. You got to make sure they got their snacks for school. You got to take them to school before you even go to work. Like a man, he can get up and go to work at 6 o'clock. I can't necessarily say that I can go to work at 6 o'clock because I have to make sure that I can get my kids to school by, most of the time, school's open at 7:30.
Right.
So I got to be at school, but got to get a job that I'm like 8 o'clock or later.
Right.
Then get off. You got to get the kids. You got to cook dinner. You got to make sure they're doing their homework. You got to clean up.
Yeah.
And all this kind of stuff. And then they just want to know why this ain't done, why that ain't done. You do it.
Yeah.
We doing the same thing. We working the same amount of hours. You might work 16 a day. I might work 8 a day physically at my job. But if you boil down to it, both we're doing 24, dude. We're doing 24. Let's do this together.
Right.
Don't ask me what I'm not doing. Let's say what we are not doing.
Right. Yeah, that's what like I said, that virtual baby shop we had today, she was asking, like, her final thing was like, what's some advice you would give? And we all gave like a little bit of everything, but I kind of summed it up And I pretty much was like, you know, men, don't take this the wrong way, what I'm about to say, but one thing, when you have your first child, you automatically think, okay, he here and I'm here, and it's gonna be equal, and we're gonna be all right. But at the end of the day, no matter how good a father is, how good a daddy is, a husband is, the woman is gonna always do more. They're gonna always think of everything more. They're gonna always process everything. They're gonna always be ahead. And if you focus yourself on trying to be mad because he didn't think the way you think, you're gonna have a lot of stressful days for no reason, because they ain't gonna change. So,
amen.
Yeah. As soon as we open our eyes in the morning, we already thinking what I need to do to get them ready, me ready, what we're gonna have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or how I'm gonna get them to daycare, what they're gonna wear to daycare, or I got to get groceries, I need eggs and milk and whatever, and I need to go pay the bills, the light bill, do the water bill, like you know what I'm saying, like. I probably run all that in my head by 10 o'clock.
Right. Exactly.
That's why I ran into my garage the other day. We're not going to go back there. And I ain't saying there's nothing that's wrong with men. They just don't think the way we think. It's just what it is. I had to learn it the hard way, but I had to come to the realization. I'm just wasting my energy on negativity that ain't going to change. So, yeah, I can sit here and say I want a man to, live in our shoes, but unless they can think like we think and process like we think, they really ain't never gonna really understand.
Never.
They gonna understand to an extent, but
I don't even think like whenever me and their dad was together, me and the boy's daddy, and I'd be like, I gotta go to work early, or like I picked up an extra shift on the weekend, and he would have them or whatever, and I'd be like, all you got to do is just take them to football practice. But like I would lay out all their stuff. I would probably go ahead and cook breakfast or go ahead and take the cereal down, because last night when me and the little one was talking, he was like, tomorrow I want some Frosted Flakes. So I went on and took the Frosted Flakes down so that the Frosted Flakes was right there. It's like so many little things that we do that they don't realize that we do.
Right.
And they don't take into account of that type of stuff.
Yeah. Sometimes I think he do realize it, because I give him like a list of things like, I went ahead and made sure I laid this out. If it's a reason I'm not going to be here to do stuff, I'm like, where it is, it's something going to be done, or whatever the case may be. So like I laid this out. This is when this need to happen. They already know this is going to do this. Like, he like, I'm grown, girl. And I'm like, but if I don't say it.
He called at 2 o'clock. What did you say I'm supposed to do at 2? Go get the
kids. Yeah. But I mean, me and my husband had a conversation about it, and he really does appreciate everything I do. But I think every now and then, especially since COVID has happened and I've been at home more, it's been a little more not understanding, because people think as soon you at home, or you can have time all the time in the world, and some days I do, some days I don't.
More don't than do.
So don't assume, okay? Don't assume. And she gonna get home, and when you open the door, sparks of cleanliness is gonna be around here, because it ain't.
Welcome, husband. How are you? How was your day? 6 right here.
The kids are clean and nice and tidy.
Kids smile and say hi, Dad.
No toys are out. You know how many times I pick up toys right here, Jackson, and dump them back out. Nah, I ain't stressing myself.
Happy wife, happy life.
That's right.
We're gonna leave that Lego right there, because I'm happy right now.
It ain't in my way where I'm gonna step on it, so it's all right.
Yes, child.
Anywho, on to the next topic. I'm gonna let you do this one. It's about the vaccine.
Okay, so look, I wasn't prepared. Okay, so in case anybody was out there living under a rock, we now have a COVID-19 vaccine here in the United States of America.
To the Republic. Oh, go ahead.
So Dr. Fauci, is that how you say it? Fauci. I think it's Fauci. I think it's French. French. We're gonna go with Fauci. Dr. Fauci released a statement the other week that he was like, pretty much, you know how Black people are scared of doctors, and we don't really trust doctors for a numerous amount of reliable reasons.
Right.
He was pretty much saying, you know, y'all are scared of this vaccine. A Black woman helped create this vaccine, blah, blah, blah. And I looked at it and I was like, I don't care if she was pink, purple, or blue. I'm still not going to take it. but I was a little intrigued whenever I found out that the lady that did assist in making it is from North Carolina. Mm-hmm. And she's also from my hometown. Well, she's from Hurdle Mills, but if you know Person County, Roxborough, Hurdle Mills, it's all the same. It's Roxborough.
Right.
You know. So her name is Dr. Kizzy Corbett, and she was born in Hurdle Mills, and then she ended up growing up in Hillsborough. I think she went to school in Roxborough for 7th grade or something like that, and then she went on, or whatever, something. Anyway. I say all that to say, I'm happy that a Black woman, especially somebody from North Carolina, especially somebody from Person County, had parts in making this vaccine, but I'm still not going to take it.
Well, let me ask you this. In California, they're trying to figure out ways to get people to take it. So, would you take the vaccine for $1,500?
No.
No? I might
not right now. Not right now.
I ain't gonna lie. Christmas done killed my bank account, okay?
Listen, it done killed mine too. But, so, I don't know, like, it's so many side effects that are coming out right now, like Bell's palsy, which is like temporary. My mind just went blank.
Paralysis.
Look,
okay.
Temporary paralysis of the face. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're wrong. Go ahead.
Oh, Lord. So Bell's palsy is one of the symptoms, as well as the symptoms of the coronavirus itself. And then they also say that people that have allergies probably shouldn't be one of the first ones that take it because they don't know what allergens will affect those people. And I'm somebody that's allergic to everything, like everything.
Yeah, you are. She allergic to everything. It don't stop her from doing nothing, but she allergic to it. But so sometimes when we get these statistics, though, I don't really know much about it and I haven't done the research, but a lot of times people see the side effects, but they don't do the research to know the number. So sometimes it can be a side effect of Bell's palsy, but that was one person out of 5,500. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at it in that regard, it's like,
yeah, and that one really, that one I was like, okay, they say that it's temporary, like possibly. I think it was more of the allergic reaction that some of the people are having, and the fact that I don't know what they used in order to make this vaccine. And a lot of the stuff that I am allergic to is typically the stuff that they use for vaccines, like eggs. I'm allergic to eggs and chickens and mercury.
Well, if that's the case, they'll have to have that on the form, you know, like they do the flu shot.
Like, you know, they would, but you know.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think they will offer us money to take it, so that ain't even a thing. But I do rather it play out a little bit longer before I get it. Yes, yeah. I mean, but at the same time, if I'm so tired of being in the house, I can't go to the movies, can't go to the bar, like can't do nothing. So it's like either you get the vaccine or we gonna do this another year. I don't know if I can do it. Like, I don't know if I can last another year. I just don't want 2021 to be looking like 2020, okay?
My G-spot can't last another year.
Wow. I know that. I can't imagine. Okay, I can't imagine, but yeah. don't know. I just kind of, I'm on the fence. I mean, I'm not really on the fence about it. Right now I'm saying I'm not going to take it. But if we go too much longer like this and the only option is to get the vaccine, I might consider it. Because if it's going to make it where we can get out of this quarantine / being at home, not be able to do nothing, then I might consider it because it's rough. I want my kid to go back to school. It's been tough.
Like,
you hear me?
Outside of them going back to school, like I'm just so I remember at one point in time my life was like so busy. You know, I had to play and then I worked all the time and then I had the kids and all these activities and I was like, I just want a break. I'm tired of Sunday being my only day that I can sleep in and I don't have nothing to do. And now I can sleep in all weekend and I'm bored. Like I wanna yell hey with my friends and drop it like it's hot.
Right.
A dude to walk up to me and be like, "What's up, sexy?" And I'm like, "Hi," and he be like, "What's your name?" And I'm like, "Crystal Hills."
Okay. Okay. And I'm just tired of wearing these masks. Now that I go to the gym and you got to work out in a mask, you know how rough it is to work out with a mask on.
I can't even work. I can barely work out without a mask. Having one. To this mess.
I'm just ready for it to be over. I'm ready for it to go back to the normal. Okay.
Me too.
But this scarily might be the new normal. I hope not.
I don't think it's gonna be the new normal. I'm hoping that if
the way the numbers are going, it is because numbers in North Carolina right now is ridiculous.
And I don't think that people realize like how much is going up. You know, I work in a health center and we do COVID testing and our number is on the Department of Human Health, whatever.
DHHS
website. So a lot of people call us because they see that number and they're calling from like all over the state, like trying to find out where they can get tested at. Y'all, today I assisted the front desk with answering calls again. And I took a lot of calls, and every call that I took, somebody wanted to get tested because either they had symptoms for more than a week. So they was like, I'm pretty sure it's probably not a cold because I had a fever for more than a week. So I think it's probably something more. Or they was around somebody that tested positive, and then they waited the amount of days that they suggest for people to wait after you find out that you was around somebody that was positive. And if you start showing symptoms, then you should probably set up an appointment to get tested or whatever. All of these people, they was like, yeah, I was around somebody 3 days ago, found out they tested positive, and now I'm sneezing or I got a fever and all this kind of stuff. Everybody I spoke to today, from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
That's rough. That is rough. One of the things that I find that's weird is that I done heard so many times that somebody's wife, husband, or child has had COVID, and the person is quarantined at home, but the rest of the family is still out and about and haven't got tested. Just because you don't have no symptoms, do you know how long they had it before they had symptoms? And you sleeping beside her or holding that child, but in your mind, you think it's smart enough to be out and about without getting tested. And then you wonder why the numbers are going up.
No,
you should automatically assume if your husband and wife had it, then you probably got it until you told otherwise. Like, right.
I am sick of y'all. Y'all do some of the stupidest shit.
And then be mad. Roy ain't doing what he supposed to do. No, you ain't doing what you supposed to do.
Right.
Roy doing the best he can. That poor man. Whew. He gonna be looking like Obama did when he left office. They climbed the door before and after pick.
He be looking like that Chicago mayor. What's her name? You know what I'm talking about? Oh my God. Oh man, whenever we get off of this, I'm gonna show you her before and her now. Child?
Honey, stress is a killer.
Child?
I personally wish he just gone and shut it down, but shoot, somebody might go blow him up if he do, but I personally think he should just shut it down. I believe
Actually,
it.
it was today. A man came in. He didn't have on a mask, and I didn't realize he didn't have on a mask because I was so busy. And another girl walked up. She was like, "I'm gonna need for you to put on your mask." And he was like, I don't want to." And she was like, "You're gonna have to." She was like,
Right.
It's mandated in North Carolina, and plus you're in the health center, and we
Right.
require it." And he was like, "Somebody just need to go ahead and blow Roy Cooper up." And she was like, "Well, I don't think we need to do all that."
Right.
I was like, "That's a bit extreme." Like,
Right. Try being in his shoes and tell me what you gonna do.
right.
I'm glad he'd rather take care of your life than your ignorance, okay? Anyway, y'all, please do better so we can get up out this mess. One of the countries, they pretty much totally COVID free, right? They don't open back up. Don't you want that to be us? Don't you want that to be us? That's all I'm saying. I'll get up out this piece.
That could be us. It could be us. But
I want to go away.
I ain't putting on no, like, I saw this meme the other day. We're going to move from this, but I saw this meme and I thought that it was funny. So it was the Titanic boat flipped over, and it said, "Today's people," they be like, "I ain't got to wear a life jacket if I want to."
Exactly. Do you out there want somebody to save you? No swimming self. So true.
This is a perfect representation of
perfect. What I thought was funny, I seen somebody that did a long post about it. I don't remember all the words, but pretty much was like, you talking about you don't want to get the COVID vaccine, but you out there shooting up heroin.
They should be the first ones to get it.
Right.
All crackheads should just get it.
But it makes sense. You saying you scared of that, but you gonna shoot up something that can kill you on the spot. Oh, okay. So your priorities lie. Right. That mess was funny though. I don't remember what else it said. I'm gonna have to find it. But I was rolling. You hear me? Rolling.
I hate people.
Like you don't want to get the COVID vaccine, but you out there sleeping with people with no condom on.
You remember what they said? What you said? They claim.
We got to move on. I think we can skip the last topic. We've been going too long. We're going too long. Right. But we're gonna move on to speaking of the audacity. I need to quit doing that. I ain't Wendy Williams. But the audacity, okay? So the first one, another man felt like he wanted to make a post about what qualities he wanted in a woman.
Oh.
Let me see. I ain't even gonna go for his looks yet. So he wants somebody 23 years old, no kids, homeowner. Well, excuse me, is this about him?
This is about him first.
Oh, okay, this is about him.
Yeah, that's about him first.
Oh, okay, so he's 23 years old. He has no kids, homeowner, car owner, business owner, a BA in computer science, business administration. Oh yeah. So he's looking for a woman that is single, has real hair. I'm guessing he means no weaves because everybody got real hair. No kids, make a minimum of $120K annually, must be in shape, must own a home and a luxury vehicle, and cannot weigh over 150 pounds. And he looking like that.
Sir, if you wanted a white woman, that's all you had.
You stupid. Sir.
You can't weigh over 150 pounds.
Right. Sir. Sir.
Look at that curtain.
Sir. What is that on your head? And you got a beer belly talking about you want somebody in shape. Your butt ain't even in shape.
You have the audacity. I just cannot. And why? Look at his fingernails.
Somebody said he looked like
a shadow.
Somebody said he looked like a pregnant dolphin. Belly in the front and the back. I can't.
I was trying to figure out who he looked like. That is who he looked like, Gerald. I was like, it's some cartoon, but I can't think of it. That's it.
I can't. Yeah, his fingernails look super long. I don't understand why men think some men think they should have long fingernails.
Look at that curtain.
Right, I was just about to say, what's wrong with his shower curtain? Well, he brushing his teeth and spitting at the curtain. I don't understand. This look like he took it in prison. I'm just saying. He look like he hung around some. He looked like he hung around some parts and got locked up.
Wait, go back to the first picture of the afro with all that lint.
Is that a glove on his hand? What was he doing?
That's what I was about to say. What's wrong with his hand?
Honey, I can't.
Nah.
The audacity.
I just can't.
The audacity. The next one was just kind of funny. It says, my mama said I look like Genuine.
His mama got glaucoma.
Oh, excuse me, his grandma. It says his grandma.
His grandma got glaucoma and cataracts and dementia. Boy.
You see that dementia? And got a nerve to have a blunt in his mouth. I am so done.
Where does he look like Genuine at?
Nowhere.
Nowhere, boy.
Not lips, nose, brows, eye, nothing.
Fraud.
She lied to She lied to you, baby. She lied to you. Let's see. I got a couple. I know I can't show all of them, but let me show you. Let's see the next one here. Can you stop complaining about being single for an effing second and drink? Oh Lord, I done covered up. And drink a glass of water, cause dang, you thirsty. And then just a couple of days before that, she wrote, "Everybody got somebody but me."
She must have got her nut off that night.
Somebody probably hit up, "I got you, baby girl," and got some head from her. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Please don't judge me. Woo, don't judge me. I can't.
People kill me.
You want another one?
One more.
Okay.
Thinking on my nerves.
This one was just funny too. Well, no, let me do the other one. I'm gonna do the other one because that one's just funny. I'm gonna do the song that's actually audacity like.
Everybody got somebody but me.
Favorite sex position? Oh, mine. It's called the virgin. You stand there with your legs closed shut, waiting for the next right person to come along. And in the comment, they said, "Weren't you just pregnant?" She said, "Yeah, so." What is wrong with people?
Oh.
What's wrong with them? I don't understand. Like, you could at least say celibacy. Your butt gonna say virgin, and you ain't a virgin. Where they do that at? Oh, Jesus.
The ghetto.
The entire ghetto. No. Mm-mm. They from Roxborough.
Let me put that on person counting.
They from that lower Durham, upper Roxborough area. You saying your part coming up with vaccines and stuff, but they part coming up with nonsense.
Yeah, no. So we're gonna send them the Butner. You know, that's where the crazy place is, and it's also the prison and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we're gonna send them there.
You ain't supposed to say crazy place. That is not right. Your face. You like, what I'm supposed to say then? They crazy. What am I saying?
I don't know. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Oh man, that was good. But instead of tonight, whenever you're watching this, instead of doing on a serious note, we decided to end on a lighter note, even though we already late. But well, I'm 29 pounds lighter. But anyway, we're gonna go to a lighter note.
Speaking of a lighter note, my waist beads are real loose right now, so
I need some waist beads. Where I get some from?
I got mine from Amazon, and then somebody gave me some, but I don't know where she got them from.
Oh, anyway, I need to get some of them. But we're gonna go on a lighter note. And you know what's the worst of the worst? Because I deal with it on a daily basis. Not quite this bad, but it do be messing me up. And that is autocorrect. You hear me? It be making me sound entirely dumb. I ain't saying I'm the smartest person in the world, but I ain't as dumb as it be making me look. Dang nabbit. And it be tearing me up. But yeah, let's go look at some of these autocorrects. She laughing already. Dad and I fondled ourselves for the first time last night. We didn't get good results. Nothing came up. You do the green.
Laughing my ass off, Mom. I don't know what you've tried to write, but that's hilarious.
Dang, autocorrect. We Googled ourselves. Auto-erect. I didn't even see that. Dang, autocorrect. We Googled ourselves. No results. Ha ha. Oh, Mom. I'm dying of laughter. Oh, you supposed to read that. But yeah, I'm dying of laughter. Auto-erect. How did I miss that? All right, you read the green.
Okay. Are you definitely going to veterinarian school?
Yep. I'll get to spend my days humping animals, and that makes me happy. Wow, helping. I definitely meant helping.
I was so scared there for a second.
You know what? It's real ignorant that we sit here reading these like white food, like it's real ignorant. We going to hell. Hey, what are you up to?
Just finished masturbating. It makes me feel so relaxed so I can go to sleep easier.
Awkward.
Shit, I meant menstruating.
Not any less awkward.
I meant meditating. What is wrong with this phone?
You know, looking at it like, do they mean menstruating? I didn't even see them. Like, what was menstruating don't make me feel relaxed, okay? What are you getting Grandpa for Father's Day?
Cock ring. No, cock ring.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Grandpa needs a cock ring.
I don't think Grandpa.
Oh, Lord, I can't even read. Look, maybe it is me. I'm going to go out on a limb and say I don't think Grandpa needs a cock ring.
He's so laughing. Yahtzee the game.
Wow, I only got him a tie. First of all, how you get cock ring out of Yahtzee?
Yahtzee. I've got it.
Oh, okay. I hear you. I am at Home Depot. Do you need more paint?
Yes, I need 2 more gallons.
What is the color? I forgot the name.
Burr 7708-7 chocolate shark.
I just asked for that, and the guy laughed at me for 5 minutes.
It's chocolate sparkle. But can you just imagine? Like chocolate shark could probably go with chocolate sparkle.
Yeah, he probably could have put 2 and 2 together. I'm just saying. He had to embarrass her like that. He laughing at her. That'd be what Chastity do. She was standing there and laugh at him. I'll be over there like, it's okay. It's okay.
Hey, what?
I ain't gonna laugh at you in your face. I'm gonna laugh at you later now. But I ain't gonna let it in your face.
I'm gonna do it in your face.
All right, one more. Then we're gonna be done.
All right.
I know this may sound dumb, but is placenta considered gluten? Was thinking of making that with chicken for when you are here.
Like a form of human?
Oh my God, spell check. Polenta. Can't stop giggling. These things go.
That's probably the only one that I get that you could probably be
right, honey. I can't. But yeah, autocorrect is the worst because, like I said, it be making me look. And I keep trying to tell myself, you need to start spell checking things before you send it, but I never do. I'm so fast. I just boom.
I do that too.
And sometimes it be bad. It be like 5 words that's wrong. Like I could have done better than that. But trying to be fast. Boom.
Guilty.
Yeah. I'm gonna need. They're gonna have autocorrect. I'm gonna need to have like grammar correct too, so we can fix the issues that you made.
Like sometimes I be looking at stuff and I'm like, why did I say that like that? Like I said that like I'm dumb as I don't know what.
Right.
You know, like going back to physics because I'm like, people done seen it by now. I got 17 likes, so I'm pretty sure 100 people done seen it. Oh well, y'all think I'm dumb. It's fine.
Right. Honey, it ain't nowhere. And a lot of times it be when I'm talking to people at work too. So I like say something, but then it be like 3 words in a row. And I'm like, I meant this. No, and this. And this. I'm like, they probably think I'm dumb as a power face. You know I'm not, but I'm like, I don't agree. Is it a way to cut it off?
Yeah, you can cut it off, but I don't want to cut it off because some words I'll be having trouble with. And
right, you can't spell? It be simple words too.
I ain't gonna talk about the words. I ain't gonna say the words that I have trouble with.
It's one word that I can't spell to save my life. Now I can't think of it. But I be spelling it so wrong that I have to put it like 4 ways before autocorrect even know what I'm talking about. Like, you know it's bad. I can't think of what it is right now, but it's like I cannot get in my head how to spell that word to save my life.
Mine is restaurant. I don't know what it is with me a restaurant. I'm being honest, people. I'm being honest. Me a restaurant, for some reason, I have a hard time. I'm not even going to sit right here and try to spell it.
Oh, I know what mine is. Inconsistent. And I use it a lot. I'm like, why can't I just come up with another word? But for some reason, that's the word that come to my head, and I cannot remember how to spell it to save my life.
That's on my list too, and I don't know why it's on my list of words that I can spell.
But I cannot spell it at all.
I'm like, this is stupid. I know how to spell it.
I do have a high school diploma and a college degree. I should know how to spell it, but I don't.
I got a player hater degree.
That's all right. I might not can spell, but I'm smart in other areas, okay? I'm street smart.
That brain.
I'm pretty good at technology. I should have went to school for something to do with computers because I think that might be my real calling.
Could be, because you've been doing really good on this editing stuff.
Thanks, Gail.
Her go occasionally posh when he
They got me editing videos for work. Anytime somebody leave or we have like a celebration of some sort, they're like, Shadonna, you ready? They don't even ask no more. Just involunteer me. Yeah, it's cool though. Just making my brain better.
That way you won't get dementia.
That's right. I'm probably gonna be the one to do get dementia, but I hope not. Let me go another way, Lord. If I do get it, just take me all the way there. I don't want no halfway. Just either let me not have it or just go all the way.
That's how I want to go. If I got to be sick, give me dementia.
If I do, let me go all the way there. Just don't even know. A care in the world. Just
happy. I just want to be happy and don't know what's going on. They be like, Lord, look at Miss Lindsay.
You know we're gonna be the worst, right? I used to take care of people and I know exactly. You hate me when we had to have a nurse or somebody. Ugh. Like, man, you ain't been a man since 1946. No, I ain't been that long, but you get out of my face. We're going to be the exact same way. We're going to be the exact same way. You don't like put no... He better not. Dad, he better either make some money where he can hire a nurse or put me in pace and deal with me. I ain't playing with him. Anywho, thanks for joining. Peace.